Will quant become a highly competitive profession in the future?
Quantitative finance, also known as quants, has been booming lately. It generally combines a strong understanding of finance together with strong programming and mathematical skills. However, quant can also be categorized into many different layers. At the forefront would be algorithmic trading, where one deploys a sophisticated program to exploit profitable opportunities in the market. Apart from that, there are also quantitative analytics, quantitative researchers, quantitative developer, to name just the more popular ones. However, the underlying goal is to automate the whole decision-making process to help determine mispricing in markets. So quants can sit in the front, middle, or back office, and within the investment bank, most quants sits within the middle office function, but they are generally compensated with front office compensation. On the buy side, such as hedge funds or family office, the base compensation is similar to sell side, except that it offers a higher bonus payout or a targeted payout which tends to be higher than the sell side total compensation. However, there is a catch. Such deals are generally more attractive on the mega fund side, normally funds that are sitting on tens of billions of dollars of assets. So the question is, will the booming quant market lead to intense competition? I would actually think so. So any high income opportunities will eventually face a market squeeze, and I'll give 4 reasons for this. Firstly, higher demand for technical degrees in schools. So as schools begin to introduce more technical courses and increase their enrollment, it is normal to expect a significant number of graduates targeting a career in quantitative finance. The top Ivy League programs have been actually expanding enrollment post-COVID to satisfy the demand for STEM-related degrees, as they are seen as the most realistic decade to achieve the American dream of prosperity. In fact, many schools hire or collaborate with quants from the private sector to inculcate industry teachings to students. For example, algorithmic trading, AI in finance, or capstone projects that mimics generating alpha in a fund. This helps to foster student skill sets in the area of math, probability, coding, and how to apply them in the financial markets. But more importantly, the student understands how to speak the quant language during interviews, and therefore it is actually harder for one to stand out if this trend persists. And the second reason would be the accessibility to resources. So in the internet era, you can easily Google for any information, sign up for online courses, ask questions on forums like QuantNet, Stack Overflow, Reddit. And I noticed there are specialists in these areas. They tend to reply to the best of their ability, which makes it much easier for those who want to get a closer feel to the quant finance industry. Private universities have also been driving greater engagement between their students and alumni. So a higher alumni presence in the bank typically leads to a higher likelihood of students being hired from the particular program. And the third reason would be the packaging. I have come across applicants' resume for quant role within the investment bank, and I realized that these days, applicants are very smart at packaging their experience in their resume. For example, in a school project or a capstone project with a company, they will list themselves as an analyst or an intern and will use all sorts of buzzwords and impressive figures to attract attention. This makes it hard for interviewers to screen out the best available candidates. Also, based on my understanding, many schools use AI tools like VMock to help provide a suggestion on students' resume. This means that less qualified candidates could also be considered for a role in quant finance if they are able to build a resume that mimics that of a highly qualified quant candidates. So as the packaging improves, I would expect to see more demands from the candidate sides, and normally more rounds of interviews would have to be done to eventually filter out those who are the best fit for the role. And last but not least, we have the ChatGPT. It's always the tool to answer our questions almost immediately. Comes in handy for an online interview. For any technical questions that are related to statistics, probability, or coding, ChatGPT always constructs near perfect solutions. In many sentences, that only provides one way of answering. And almost anyone, including less qualified candidates, they can portray an image of a qualified quant. Just imagine if all shortlisted candidate is turning to ChatGPT for an online interview. How much harder will the interview be? This accessibility to powerful AI tools creates an even playing field for everyone, therefore lowering the barrier of entry into quant finance. And this is why I think the competition will only get more intense towards getting a job in the quant finance industry.